welcome to another episode of
Mac. Hi, I'm Michael Allen Craig, and this is my assistant Vivian.
Hello.
Today we're featuring Falkner's Merlot. It just won Average Joe's wine tasting contest. This wine has great flavors of black cherry, goes well with pork, veal, or lamb. You can find it at Falkner's signature restaurant Pinnacle, which is located on top of their hill, which overlooks the entire Temecula vineyards. I highly recommend this wine. In this episode of Mac and Me, I'm going to show you how to make creme brulee. Now first we're going to start with the nice easy ingredients. Heavy whipping cream, which we're going to use 1 quart. We're going to use 1 cup of granulated sugar. We're going to use 1 vanilla bean. You can also use vanilla extract if you do not have this. And we're going to use 6 egg yolks. So we're going to start by putting the egg yolks and the sugar together. And you're just going to start beating this. Now you want to do this until it becomes smooth. And that means all the sugar is absorbed into the eggs. So now we have our egg mixture. It's a little bit stiffer, as you can see, and I'm not getting as much resistance from the sugar, just that it's stiffer. So you want to make it so it's going to start to come up and almost hold itself. So the first thing you want to do after you're finished with the eggs is take your vanilla bean and you want to cut it down the center. Now this is allowing for the vanilla bean seeds inside to really come and be exposed in the cream while it's heating up. So we're going to take the vanilla bean and the cream over to the stove. And just put in the saucepan. Split the bean and get this going. So we're going to leave this on high until it starts to boil. As soon as it boils, you want to take it off, and then we're going to come and whisk it into our egg mixture. So now, as you can see, our cream is boiling. You can tell really easily by when the cream starts to lift, and that's going to mean that's done. So we're going to take this over, grab some tongs, and we're going to take the vanilla beans out of here. And now we're going to slowly start to whisk this in to our egg mixture. So now that we have the mixture all done, we're going to take it over. So for this step, I'm switching to a spoon. And this is called double boiling. So what we're doing is we're taking our bowl, putting it on top of a pot of boiling water. This makes it so it's still heating up the mixture, but it's not directly on the heat. So it's just slowly moving the liquids around. So now it's been 3 minutes, and as you can see, it's coming in the back of our spoon very nicely. So we're going to turn this off, get a few more towels. We're going to start to pour this into our ramekins. So now we're going to put our creme brulees on a sheet pan. And we're going to put about enough water just to fill to half of the ramekin. The water helps the cooking process go all the way through the creme brulee. So now we're going to take the creme brulees over to the oven, but we're not going to shut it quite yet. Before we do anything, we're going to get some of our boiling water that we used, and we're going to ladle it onto the sheet pan. to help the cooking process. Now the reason you want to ladle it is so you don't get any inside of the containers. So now that we have our water halfway up the ramekins, we can turn it so it'll close. And be careful, you don't want to get any of this water into your creme brulee or it's going to dilute the flavor. So we're going to close this. It's at 300 degrees for 30 minutes and we're going to pull it out. So now the creme brulee is done. So we're going to take this out very carefully because the water is hot. So now that we've let our creme brulee set, as you can see it's not moving at all. We're going to get some sugar and we're just going to take it and we're going to shake it around on it and it should stick. So you're going to get as much as you want. And then you're going to get a lighter and it's going to start it up and you're going to start to melt the sugar on top of it. Now depending on the size of the lighter, this may take a little bit, but as you can see the sugar is starting to brown and it's going to do this all the way across. And it's going to make a nice hard layer on top. So it's going to make a nice custard on the bottom, a nice crunchy layer on top. So now that we have all our creme brulees sugared and torched, we're going to add a little bit of fruit to it. So it's very little amount. You don't want to put too much on to overwhelm it. And then I like a mint leaf. The green just really brings out the color. So now you have a beautiful creme brulee for any occasion. Cheers and bon appetit. Come on, let me show you where it's at. Come on, let me show you where it's at. The name of the place is I like it like that.